Yet as we win the war against the forces of anti-Semitism in the Middle East, the fires of anti-Semitism rage in the heart of Western civilization. They rage in Europe's capitals, in the Western press, in social media. They rage in America's elite universities. I went to one of them. I can't believe that in Boston, in Cambridge, in MIT, where I went to school, in nearby Harvard, in Columbia, in New York, and elsewhere, people are demonstrating with passion. These ignorant demonstrators. Who are they demonstrating for? For these murderers, these rapists, these mass killers. This is a reflection of a deep rot that has pervaded the intellectual hub of free societies. And this vilification of Israel, the Jewish people, and Western values has been propagated by a systemic alliance between the ultra-progressive left and radical Islam. It must be resolutely fought by civilized societies to safeguard their future. This is why we must all commend President Trump's decisive actions against anti-Semitism, and we must pressure other governments to do the same. I know that you share this resolve to fight anti-Semitism. That's why you're here. That's why I salute your coming here to Jerusalem, to express your refusal to cower before anti-Semitism. Now you have come from many lands. I welcome all those from across the political spectrum, be they from the left or from the right, who realize that anti-Semitism is intrinsically evil and that it threatens their own future. I salute you for coming to Jerusalem. And as for the Jewish people, well, many wonder why anti-Semitism has persisted from the Middle Ages down to modern times. The answer to this is complex, but it has two powerful and prominent elements. Throughout the course of their wanderings, the Jewish people suffered from a deadly duality. They were prominent, but they were also weak. And this deadly duality invited envy and aggression with horrendous consequences down the ages. The nations of the world have long been habituated to regard the Jew as a helpless victim, totally powerless before plunder, pillage, and pogrom. Well, you know from your own lives and from the lives of nations, old habits die hard. Sometimes it takes more than a generation to effect a change of perception. Our tormentors are now undergoing a change of perception. They realize a simple truth. We are no longer powerless. We are no longer weak. As Herzl predicted in 1896, the Maccabees, he said, the Maccabees will rise again. The Jews who wish for a state will have it. We shall live at last as free men on our own soil. The world will be freed by our liberty, enriched by our wealth, magnified by our greatness. And whatever we accomplish there for our own welfare will powerfully benefit all of humanity. All this has happened. Israel is a fount of innovation, of progress, which we share with all of humanity. But the most important change is this. Our soldiers are truly the modern Maccabees. We refuse to surrender to terrorism. We do not bow our head to anti-Semitism. We fight back. We do so on the battlefields of the Middle East. And with your help, we will fight anti-Semitism on the intellectual and political battlefields of the world. There is only one basic requirement for winning this war. I was recently in Washington, where I met President Trump. But I took time to meet 50 Jewish students, the leaders of tomorrow. They told me how they were being harassed on campus, violently harassed. One student told me that he was facing the dean of the university, who invited one of the Hamas killers to give a lecture in an elite American university. And I said, well, what are you doing about it? He said, I'm suing him. I said, good for you. This is exactly what you should be doing. Do not apologize. Do not bow your head. Stand strong. Stand together. And I say this to all of you. Thank you for your clarity. Thank you for your courage. God bless you all. God bless the Jewish people. And God bless the many friends of Israel here and around the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for honoring us, Prime Minister Netanyahu.